Yeah. So let me just clarify this, right? They told me black people celebrate this shit. Black people love this shit. Black people push it to the forefront. I clearly showed that Americans love this shit. Americans love the violence, love the drug dealer, Gilla Carriga, love the stupid shit, the promiscuity. I show all that. That's what I'm looking for a concession on. Stop acting like it's only black people who have a New Jack City. That's what that's my initial premise.
But
right?
Ham, this what he gave you. He said, "Give me some 20."
He don't. No. What I'm saying is this, right? Because we're talking about glorifying this shit, right? Via the entertainment, because that's what they saying black people do in our music and all that, right? Yeah, I picked those movies, right? Public Enemy came out in 2016. Capone came out in 2020. Departed came out. It's over. And Scorsese got another movie coming out. The Irishman came out in 2022 where they made Robert De Niro look young. This shit is nothing to prove, right? That's the concession that I'm looking for. Yes, it's current because another movie gonna come out here soon, right? Americans love that shit. We love gangster shit. Black, blue, white, purple.
Peaky Blinders, him.
They just had a new one too. That's all we're saying.
I do, and by that premise, it don't make sense. That means nobody can ever make entertainment about anything that was
no.
Here's
no. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. No. You saying that point is inconsequential. We're talking about what people love, exalt, and celebrate. I'm not saying what they. Whoa. Here's the problem. Y'all was saying only black people did it. That's the problem. I'm not even shitting on it. I like watching those movies. I prefer that. I don't watch comedies, right? But don't stop acting like black people are the only people that love that shit, because that's not true. Now, if y'all want to have a different argument, but you gotta concede that point.
Yes,
I agree.
That's all I'm saying.
That's the point I was making, Beans. That's the point I was making, Beans, about the Jeffrey Epstein. It ain't exclusive to black people. That's the point I was making.
Well, yeah, that part. I'm saying you're wrong about that.
Well, yes.
Nigga, hey, you know what I've never said in my life, Mr. Beans and Cheeky? Turn on that Lupe Fiasco. Get the fuck out of here.
Watch out, bro. Hey, watch out, bro. I ain't the bounty on that.
Yo, Beans.
This nigga out of here,
Beans and Cheeky.
He got a cover songs, bro.
You know what I said? You know what I've never said before? Yo, that Rhapsody was popping. Said no HAMP ever, nigga.
Rhapsody good too.
Yeah, Rhapsody.
I don't want to hear none of that shit.
You gotta be
What you said? So Beans, I understand. I'm just saying, yo, Americans, bro. But even if you go back to Roman times, they ain't had no water or no bread, so they made niggas kill each other and called them gladiators. and people were starving, but they went to watch this shit. You know? Yeah. But our country is full of that shit. Yo, what you think paying for protection was and still is? Right? Yo, you know what? You know what movie is great? It's called Too Big. No, is it Too Big to Fail? Or a movie. But anyway, it's kind of like a depiction of the Enron shit, right? We love the Bernie Madoff scandal. Yo, criminal is a part of American culture.
It is.
You know what I mean? Like, it just is, bro.
It happens to everybody. They talk about it when immigrants come over. They say that their kids, by the second generation, they become westernized, and they start adopting Western culture. It happens to everybody. The Asians that we love to talk about, it happens to them too.
Absolutely, Shad. Absolutely, but Shad, this is what I'm saying. Like I like to engage in debate, right? Thoughtful conversation. So if he creates this premise and he said, "Yo, give me something since we've been grown," right? The reason why I like the movie analogies, right? But here's the argument. Since he's not here, I'll play devil's advocate for a minute. But here's the argument. Are you telling us that those movies are influencing current and or upcoming generations to participate? My argument is that you can't. You could say it does, but you can't prove it. You can't give us any evidence of that. But we can do the opposite.
How?
We
Prove
can
it.
give you evidence
cool.
of young ass boys being influenced by our music. We can give you evidence.
And vice
Okay,
versa,
so
though.
again, well, I would argue you can do the same thing for all cultures. Then
Yeah,
You do
easily.
the same thing for,
Easily. When you look at the arrest for
I'm not saying you can't. That's why I'm saying follow the premise. What he asked for, give it to him.
You're right, Mr. Bean. That's a new premise. I just want to make sure we differentiate.
That's what I'm saying. This y'all
so
conversation.
This is the second part. Like, so when you look at the arrest for like
this shit.
Oh no.
Anytime I call my mama and asked for $2 and send it to you, you was cooking. Know that. Right? Like you was, bro, you did that shit, bro.
This part, no doubt. Appreciate it, right? This part, right, Mr. Beans? Cheeky shot. And Mr. Fantastic, he probably got to the house, right? When you look at the arrests for like tax fraud, tax evasion, cybercrime, etc., white people lead in that, right? And then what's the movies that are the catalyst, right? You know they had what's the movie where Sharon Stone crosses her legs?
Basic Instinct.
Basic Instinct.
Right? And you know what that's about. Money Never Sleeps, The Wolf of Wall Street, all that. People want to be those people, and you see the crime rates. Because if we're just saying, hey, the music, the movies is the influence for us, and their crime rates are reflective of that, then that's it.
It's got to be the same. It's a
now do you see why I asked him, Fantastic, tell me specifically where the promotion is at? The first thing he said was music, and then he said in the communities. And I wanted him to substantiate what he meant by in the community. See, this is what I'm saying. You give people enough rope to hang themselves sometimes. You don't got to try to hang, right? Because like I said, my mama, my uncles, my aunties never said that shit to me. All the thug shit I ever got came from niggas in my own generation, my own age group. I never had one older motherfucker trying to push me towards the streets. Never happened. Right? So I'm just saying, you have to be, if you're saying the music shit, he made the argument for us. When he said, well, if you're going to make that argument about the movies, then nobody could never make nothing. Well, you would have to say that same thing about our music.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah. So that would be a stalemate. What's next, fam? Next on the menu, where's the promotion coming from? Because you're arguing that it's all this promotion coming from black people. So now you have to tell us where it's coming from. And then when we give you the examples of that same promotion in these other demographics, accept it, concede. Don't try to make new art. Don't say, well, he's not a wigger. Nigga, he's still white.
Yeah, that wigger shit was crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
That shit so.
Where he at?
Oh, because he put on a do-rag and a chain. Now all of a sudden he's trying to act like a black person. But we've already established that this behavior that you're saying is black people's behavior we didn't invent. So who we acting like?
Yeah. Yeah, that part, that wig, I want him to come back. That wig, so it don't count because they got a do-rag on.
Right. That's just crazy, ain't it?
Yeah, hold on. I want to see him respond to that, though. He ain't up here.
Do-rags, HAMP? Was it us?
Probably. Probably.
Madam CJ Walker. I just made that.
Rock Solid, you had dropped off earlier. What's goody?
Oh shit! What's cracking? What's
popping?
I was just like perturbed, HAMP, because I'm sitting here listening to y'all, and you know, Fantastic, my lawyer and shit. So I had to come up here because I felt like y'all was beating him up.
At Digital Gorilla donated $20 through Super Chat. If music can hurt, music can heal.
HAMP.
Well, real in the building. If music can hurt, music can heal. Indeed. Go ahead.
All right, so my thing is, we always say things, and I mean, you be agreeing, HAMP, and everybody else be agreeing. When white people catch a flu, or they catch a cold, we catch the flu, and black people always getting the worst of everything that happens to everybody else in this country. And we notice that and we recognize that shit. But then when the conversation goes to, this is hurting black folk, are we doing this, are we doing that? We want to say, oh, the white people doing it too. And it ain't nothing wrong with that. Like, it ain't hurting them like that. They doing it too. It's not just us. And I'm sitting here like, if everything affects us worse and everything hurts us worse and we don't ever get no chances and we always getting overlooked and we got to work twice as hard as the white man, why the fuck do we always use that excuse when it comes to trying to do better for our community, or we need to act different, or we need to change our tune? Why is it always, well, it's an American thing, or the white people do it too? I mean, why can't we just say, okay, look, it's hurting us worse. Let's fix it. Fuck what everybody else
So let
doing.
me ask you a question. If you telling me something that's not true and you've been spreading the propaganda of it being true, you saying that I have no duty to dispel the untruth?
No, not if you at the bottom and you hurting.
When I'm asking you a question, you're saying that you're spreading false information. You're saying that I have no business debunking it.
I'm not saying that, Ham. You know that's not what I'm saying.
Well, that's because that's what was happening today. So they told me other races don't celebrate their debauchery, right? That's what was being said over and over. So I took the time to curate this show to say, well, in fact, they do celebrate the debauchery. You saying that I did us a disservice? That's wrong to do? I didn't say debauchery are good or bad. I'm saying the celebration of it is emphatically throughout all races in America. Now, do you want to talk about fixing debauchery? That's a different conversation. You agree?
I agree. I'm not the one. I'm not one to come up here and say that other white people and other races of people don't celebrate debauchery.
I know my heart, but you just came up here and said all that. We not talking about what you talking about. We talking about what we talking about. If you want to talk about that, we could talk about that.
Yo, stall him out.
I mean, he don't know what he's doing.
Nah, you're right though, D-Dog. You're right.
No, he bullied him into changing. He should have stuck with his first position because that's where his argument lied at. And he went away from it because he's scared.
Now here's the thing. Now, once you concede to that, Rock Solid, now you say, now Hamp, look, they do the shit, but look at how it affects us.
That's all I'm saying.
Well, say that, but first you gotta acknowledge what I said. You see, that's how a conversation should go, right? You acknowledge what I'm talking about, and then we could talk about what you want to talk about. But if you don't acknowledge what I'm talking about,
I didn't come up here to debunk what you said, though. Ham.
No, but I'm saying, I got you. But I'm saying that the premise of the show was X. You talking about Y. I'm saying at least when you come up here, acknowledge X and say, yo, Hamp. But now that we understand that, what are the effects on us versus them?
I'm just saying, like, I don't even think. I think bringing that up is a deflection tactic for our whole fucking main bottom line.
It's not a deflection.
Nope.
Because nobody dismissed the debauchery. You see, nobody's saying that we don't need to fix it. I'm saying I was assessing what they had already told me. You see, so I'm responding to something that was said. But if you ask Hamp, hey, does our community have several things that we need to fix? Then we had that conversation.
So you saying that if I'd have came up here earlier and said that, what I said now, that nobody would have said what you just said?
Well, I basically said what you was trying to say for you, kind of. But
I'm
what
saying,
would they have
like
said?
If I'd have came up here earlier and said that, it would have been another deflection tactic to take away from the fact that it don't matter what white people do or what everybody else doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand what y'all was saying. I'm just saying the bottom line before that is why the fuck is we talking about what the fuck everybody else?
Let me tell you why.
God.
Let me tell you why so solid. It's unfortunate that we have to, right? Because, and I'm gonna talk about black men for a second, right? It's unfortunate that black men won't take the time to be informed on their people historically, understand what has happened, what we've done, what has been torn down, the fights we've had to get to where we are now. We see black men specifically engaging in the propaganda. So unfortunately, instead of focusing on what we got to do to get to where we're trying to go, we got to have shows to dispel the propaganda that black men are engaging in. Black women too, but I'm saying in this space, black men specifically are engaging in about their own people. It's unfortunate that we actually have to do this because it's so solid. It's crazy. When we get on these panels, we the others. We the one that's doing the right thing, talking about the people that never come up. The YNs, the YNs with the Pooh Shiesty man don't never come up here and talk. But we always talking about them. We the good black people. The way we come up here and talk about black people, we the stellar black people. So it's unfortunate that we have to do it. That's why we got to do it.
You have to, and here's the thing: you always have. It's not nothing new. You always did.
I always have.
We always did. It's just a new medium to do it on.
I was about to say, it's always been an Uncle Tom, and it's always been the niggas that y'all think. Since we got over here on this fucking country, that ain't gonna change. I'm just saying, instead of concentrating on them, why don't we concentrate on the real problem? Because they're not the ones that's making the black community suffer.
Wait,
the ones that we talking about, the YNs,
Beans, this will be quick.
And all that bullshit, They the ones that's making the black community suffer, but y'all don't want to talk about
but
them.
But those statements are not true, right? Because So Solid watch this might be risky. Like, we don't talk about issues, right? To say that we don't want to talk about it is I mean, that's disrespectful, right?
What did you say?
I don't mean to be
no, here's I know you didn't mean to. I'm just saying it out loud. Now here's the other part, right? Even what you said about Uncle Tom. You've never read Uncle Tom's Cabin, right? Because he's not the one. It's Sambo. I know, but that's the problem. That's a part of it, right? So Solid. If you read the book, who's the person that what should you be calling people?
Uncle Tom. For sure.
You know,
well,
but
I'm confused.
I know, but that's what I'm saying.
Uncle Tom wasn't the Uncle Tom that people make him out to be.
Think about Sambo.
Sambo is the problem.
Yeah, okay.
I know, but think about that, Rock Solid, though. So people just saying a thing. Uncle Tom began his face kicked in all this time when Sambo really the motherfucker that we talking about. So you have to. So people have to be honest to have a conversation. Is the point?
I'm just saying, man. Like.
But
I see what y'all saying.
Solid.
I see what y'all saying. I just feel like.
But isn't that wrong to just be saying though?
Every time we try to make a real point, you know.
But isn't that the real point though? To have the right information before you move forward in the conversation.
Yes.
Now, when you ask me, do we got shit to fix? Yes, and now we can go down the list. But when you tell me we the only ones that glorify this shit, and then we got movie and show and music after music, that's not a true statement.
And people,
it's not a true statement, but I think that the statement should be: no, we are not the only ones that glorify it, but we are the only ones that get hurt the most by it. That's what I want the conversation to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never would agree that we are the only ones that glorify it. But I'm just saying the rest of these motherfuckers out here got room to do that shit because nobody look at them the way they look at us.
Bro, that's
and they don't get penalized the way
they get penalized. That's bullshit.
Come on, man, bro. So Solid.
That's not bullshit. I don't see how y'all can say that.
Respectfully, So Solid. What I'm saying is this, bro. Right? I've been pissed off since the last time I was up here. I'm still pissed off about it right now because some shit was said where nigga was like, yo, you can't make this comparison. And in real time, I had the smart nigga on the panel make the comparison and nobody conceded. Right? Bro, at the end of the day, some shit you just got to concede to. This thing that you're doing right now, this argument you're making, I swear to God, this shit is silly. And I'm being respectful by calling it that. Bro, it's everybody has soapboxes, bro. So Shad might be talking about education. HAMP might be talking about health. You might be talking about military tactics. I might be talking about creativity. We all have a role to play. You can't say that you shouldn't have this conversation. That is insane to say. It's absolutely crucial that we have this conversation. Absolutely. It's crucial. It just is, bro. Right? And the conversation I was trying to have was the crucial one too.
If that's the Beans, you know I respect you, my nigga, but if that's how we gonna look at it, I honestly see why we at where we at.
Right.
Because
thank you. Wait, so Solid, stay right there for me. So Solid, stay right there for me. Let's have this quick back and forth. So Solid, where are we?
That's a good question.
At the bottom, my nigga.
Okay, cool.
At the
so
bottom.
Solid, how long have we been at the bottom in this country?
Forever.
Checkmate. Right. So I'm just saying, stop. Just let it. Like that's what I'm saying. Just let it go.
How is that a checkmate?
Because we will never talk about shit if that's the case. So Solid.
Well, I'm saying that we're talking about the wrong shit. That's why we have to bottom.
Listen to what you just said.
I ain't listening to this bullshit, man.
You just said we've been at the bottom forever. So when will we ever have room to have any conversation?
We're not talking about the right topics.
Over talking ain't gonna help you. I promise it's not. You just said that we've been at the bottom forever. You said that. I know. You niggas hate losing to me.
Y'all professional talkers, my nigga. I don't do this shit, my nigga. You wrong.
Don't do it then. Be quiet and listen then. Don't do it then. Be quiet and listen then. The fact of the matter is, So Solid, that at the end of the day,
y'all niggas got it, bro.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Yeah, for sure, my nigga.
Thank you. You just said we've been at the bottom forever. You said that. So when do we make room for conversations. We would never make no room for no conversations. You don't have a plan that gets us from the bottom, but you want us to stop having conversations. The fuck out of here with that dumb shit. Don't fuck about you niggas' feelings no more. Because y'all didn't give a shit about mine. When I was dead right and niggas was dead wrong.
What are you talking about, Beans? What are you talking about? We talking about what we talking about now.
I am. I'm saying I don't give a fuck about this nigga's feelings because he wanted to leave.
Oh, yeah, he'd be all right. I don't know why he left. What did he leave for?
Right. I don't give a fuck about these niggas' feelings. I always want them to jump off the panel. Nigga, fuck your life.
I think
real shit. That's a dumbass statement to make. You just acknowledge that we've been at the bottom for the whole time. So the question would be then, nigga, when do we ever get to have conversations? You don't have a plan. Hamp don't have a plan. I don't got a plan. Shaw don't got a plan. Trump don't got a plan. Fantasia don't got a plan. Biden didn't have a plan. Nobody has a plan to get us as a demographic off the bottom, but you saying don't have conversations. Nigga, you're retarded. Period.
Yeah, I think we should never take misinformation lightly because, you know, in a country where, the military is a civilized world, it's a lawful world, right? We're in an age of information. The new war will be information. So I think it's important for black people specifically who have always had their image, their reputation tarnished with propaganda and disinformation, because it's a difference between disinformation and on purpose. And we can go before America was established. Like I keep telling y'all, we had civilizations before they did. And if you read the diaries of the explorers, they said it. These motherfuckers got it popping over here. But I can't say that because if I make them sound like savages, it'll be easier to do what we're trying to do. So I'm just saying this game is always being played. And as black people, we should be keenly interested in making sure the information that's out about us is correct. So when people try to make savagery unique to black people, to me, that matters. And it's not to say, hey, look what they do. No, because we know the truth. We know what they do. If anybody know, we know. We took care of their babies. If anybody know, we know. But I'm saying we going to make sure, because it's important to, we going to stake claim for our image. No, you can't just get that off. It's incorrect. We have things to work on. You're right. And I don't think no black person will get up here and say, no, we good. But we also need to make sure it's a accurate assessment. Because again, I keep saying, I think sometimes we place burdens on ourselves and people won't accept the psychological part of being alive. The mental part. Because Miss Fantastic just alluded to this, Beans. Young black boys are now committing suicide more than young white boys. Right? What? So the CDC just put out some information recently. That's what the trends are showing. We are committing suicide more than them. So I'm saying the psychological warfare continues. And a part of that is information, how you feel and look about, and you look at yourself. Because when I hear people talk, I'm saying the black community I came from, it wasn't perfect, but I was around educators. It was niggas on the block too. But I was around educators, black people, went to school. That HBCU culture, that's the culture I come from. It's black culture. So they're more to us than just criminality and hip hop. And I want to make sure all of the components of black culture get highlighted. That's all I want to do, bro.
And you're not wrong, Shy. You're not wrong. Listen, Hamp said two things earlier. I clipped him saying it because it's going to be more respected coming from him. And that's fine. I don't give a fuck about that. But he said, one, concede, but the other one he said was, don't lie on people.
All right, don't lie.
I don't know. Crystal Clear was in the chat earlier. TK, T-Lees, the people who watch me, I say this shit damn near every show. You shouldn't have to lie. If I disagree with something you said, there's no reason for me to change what you said. I shouldn't have to remix what you said in order to present my argument, right? I disagree with what you said, so let me use what you said, right? And not make it what I want it to be. You understand? So those are two components to me that are very fucking important. Again, that's my soapbox. Concede and stop lying on people. Like, don't put these jackets on my. So I'm with y'all on this. This is my lane. That's why I hit the link. I couldn't resist today. Because I wanted to tell Hamp thank you for being himself again. I know you're going to go back next week to being a goddamn capitalist. But for today, I'm taking the original Hamp I ran into, goddamn. This one right here. Where he said it's about checking stupid shit. He said, what did you say, Hamp? He said, I'm the anybody can get it, man. Right? At the right place and the right time. I still got them clips on my hard drive, right? I've been clipping him up. And that's my point. I'm not disagreeing with that at all, Shaw. Propaganda, I learned about how dangerous propaganda was from watching Hidden Colors 1 and 2. and how they use propaganda to get the people in the country and the societies and the civilizations to even get behind certain wars, to justify certain wars and certain attempts on people's demographics, right? Around the globe. You understand? I know how propaganda, the original, what's the movie? The Black Boy remade the movie, but back then,
Birth of a Nation.
Birth of a Nation.
First
right?
blockbuster film in America.
The propaganda that they used to first criminalize drugs, marijuana attributed to Mexicans, cocaine attributed to blacks, opium attributed to Asian people and Chinese people, to be more specifically. The propaganda that they used, that cocaine somehow made black men be able to withstand bullets, right? So I know how dangerous propaganda is, which is why I always have been standing on be honest, tell the truth, concede, acknowledge shit, right? I've been that guy. You know this is me. If you've been watching me or listening to me, you know this is all the shit I've been saying for 5 fucking years, right? But when you in a conversation, you have to respect the people you in a conversation with in their time. So because Fantastic was presenting in a certain way, I just wanted to follow him down his path of logic to see if he could stand on it. Let's see. Because I know the arguments he gonna present about the movies. Like I said, bro, he did it. Like, well, if that's the case, can't nobody make no movies about nothing. Okay, cool. Stalemate right there. But what else? Where else is the promotion coming from? Because to your point, when people say black people and they try to act like it's all consuming, right, of black people, I'm like, yo, that's an overstatement. Mm-hmm. My mama and them one never promote none of that shit.
Yeah. Right. So
you know what I'm saying?